good morning, afternoon. The sun is setting, but today I thought I'd give you an authentic van tour because I decided not to really tidy it. This is how my van looks. This is how Gloria is in her glorious natural state. And if I see another shiny friggin' van tour, I'm gonna yeet myself off of something. So come with me. It's gonna be fucking divine. Let's start with the thing. If you're new, my name's Amy, short for Amelise, and I've lived in this baddie for 2 years. Crazy, right? I built her from scratch, not the actual van, but everything inside, and she is something I'm very proud of. Alright, my parents also live in a van. Their van's literally there. I'm at a campsite. Okay, so let me show you what a van build after 2 years looks like. Are you ready? Come with me. Okay, the first thing you get when you're in Gloria is this wonderful section here. Let me show you. I know it's really interesting. You guys have seen this like 1,000 times. Here is my wash. Here's my wash bag. Chuck her on. Can go shower. In the front, I have my dressing gown. This thing's my new favorite thing. Highly recommend it if you don't have one to get one. This thing is freaking damp, actually. Here is my get ready and go look. This is my go-to, right? Patent leather jacket, my bag. Alright? I'm now from the Matrix. Follow me. I'm sorry, right, okay. Alright, then down here, I got one of these to help me with power issues. Ugg slippers, fire extinguisher, place to hook Gigi's lead, which I actually lost the thing for a long time ago, so it's just kind of decoration at this point. Obviously, we've still got Gloria on the door. I can't believe the stickers honestly have lasted this long. Like, they've been on that door for literally the entire 2 years. It's magical. I'm so proud of it. Right, coming in. You're now into Gloria. In here, I have many things. Olive oil being a staple. Mango chutney being a staple. Don't argue with me, it's the best. Freeze-dried berries. Get some. If you've never tried freeze-dried berries before, you're actually missing out. And I never thought I'd say that sentence. Mini whisk. So you never know what you might need a mini whisk for. Okay, next is, I'm not so proud of this, but it is an authentic van tour. So this is my bottom cupboard. It's not supposed to do that. It came off the hinges because I put too many shoes in there. Okay? Ooh, cashew. See? This is an authentic van tour. Old fucking cashew nut on the floor. In here, coffee syrup and about 1,000 pairs of shoes. Unfortunately, I can't really wear any of them because it's now cold, so they kind of just stay in there and look really freaking sad. Alright, so now just... Oh! I also forgot a random bottle of something and a stove in case mine packs up, which it has done a lot. Oh I forgot I even had LED lights in here. Moving on! Alright, next up. I have my Nespresso capsules. These are my pride and joy. I especially like this one. So if you want to know what a van life essential is, an espresso machine and way too many capsules. Now down here is my stove. We've had many good days, many bad days. But I think the most interesting part of all of this is the fact that Jemima is still alive. Guys, she's still alive. Alright, like, she's really freaking actually quite gross. I try and clean her all the time. She's kind of falling apart a bit. Like, this handle's coming off. But she's an icon. She's made it. She stood the test of time. Round of applause for Jemima. Alright, next up, next to my van pets, we've got Katana. Every time I drive, every single journey, I'll put her upright, and then she does this. I hear that sound every single time I drive. And it's honestly become comforting for me. We have a great relationship. I also have an Eiffel Tower. Yeah. Okay, in the back, I have mini coffee syrups. Here is my sink. In my sink, you will find many items. I have bottles for mysterious purposes. I have cereal, cashew nuts, and frozen berries. I have teeth whitening stuff and a nail polish. I don't know if your sink is that interesting, but mine has its own personality. On a side note, the sink has actually been really good. She's held her time. Same as the tap, same as the hob. They've all done, you know, they've all done a great job, to be honest. They're great. Also, my surface after 2 years, I did wax it again and sand it, as most of you guys know, relatively recently. Yeah, it's a lot better, but you know what? It's wood. It's like, it's clean, even though it looks a bit grim. So if you want to use wood in your van, it is fine. It just needs like a refresh every so often. Everything's pretty much remained as it is, like, and it's all stood the test of time. It all works. Nothing really broke, other than my cabinet, and actually quite a lot of stuff's broken, but nothing major. So that's where I just keep random stuff. Here is my mini speaker. I didn't show it to you. It's like a locker. Now this is essential in my van because I like to dance a lot in here. It's a very small square space, which sucks, but doesn't mean I still can't have a good time. Let me show you. Okay, moving on. Come with me. There may be some things that stand out in this picture. One being me, the next being other items, such as this full-size chandelier. It is a small one actually, but she is very glorious. I've had her, how long have I had her? Somebody tell me. I've had it for like maybe 5 months. Someone's gonna have to remind me because you guys remember when I bought this, right? It's been a wild journey. I put her up every day. She has got a bit damaged in transit. I will say that. She's still stunning and she just brings life to the place. Although there is a major downside. Every time I go to like brush my hair or put some mascara on, I like stand up. That shit kind of happens and it's not cute because I think I have actually got hair missing and it did get mentioned at the hairdressers. Instead of explaining this, I just said, oh, it must be sunglasses. But everybody knows my sunglasses don't even have those things that rip your hair out because they're so fabulous. So yeah, that's my little story with that. The other best part is this mirror. And you who have been here a solid time will know the dramas I've had with mirrors. But this mirror, she's been different. I broke one, and I haven't broke another mirror, except from the one in my parents' van. I broke that. They weren't very happy with me. It's fine, I bought them a better one. This mirror hasn't broken in, again, somebody tell me when I bought this one, but it's been like 8 months. I haven't broken it yet, and I put her out like that every day. So yeah, I think it's super chic. And a great idea to have a chandelier and a massive breakable mirror in your van. If I can kind of make both survive, I'm sure you can. So next up, we have my shower. Oh shit. Okay, I wasn't hiding stuff behind the mirror to make it look neater, I promise. Okay, so, woo! That came on unexpectedly. Okay, no, sorry, we need to do a shower. Since you came along, you suck so bad. Okay, I really can't handle myself today. I'm so sorry. Oh shit. Okay, so take it off. Chandelier gets in the way, and then you gotta find somewhere to put it. It's actually majorly inconvenient. All right, so this is my laundry chair. This is where I put all the stuff that needs to be washed. It's really actually I'd be lost without it. So this is my shower. Let me put you back a bit further so you can see it in its full glory. What I regret about this is I love the size of my shower. It's really great, but oh fuck. This I've got like a hanging line in here. So, you know, this is kind of good to stand up in and it works, but I only installed this like one turning device thing, otherwise known as a tap. Like, I don't have a mixer tap, I've only got like a single tap, and it is the worst decision of my life. But if you want to know why I did that, which I highly suggest you never do if you build a van, is don't just do everything for the aesthetics, because then you end up with only one tap because you refuse to have any other colour than gold. And then when you go to use that tap, you realise that you can't actually add in cold water, and when the water heater heats the water up, it gets to like a very burny temperature. So when you're showering, you kind of just, you take the shower, this doesn't stay in here, but I really don't want to take it off. You kind of have to hold it like a distance, and then it doesn't burn so much, but you know, it's really not, it's not great. But I am very proud of my shower. It is such a good design. I am actually really proud of it. I love having my desk up there. I don't know what I would do without that, because it has my mirror on, and then under here I can hang stuff to dry, which is very useful. I have a big enough space to shower, but most of the time I use this a lot more to just wash my hair, because I can leave the top on and then I can just kind of go underneath, so it does work out very well in that respect. So then you just chuck the top back on, destroy your van and your arm muscles in the process, and then you have it back together. Come on, let me take my boots off. I haven't become a complete savage yet. Give it a few more months and I might. I almost missed my special place. This is also my bin tree. I hang a bin bag here and it's my bin tree. It worked out excellent. Alright, so here's a special area. This is where I keep my brush. I really like this space actually. The wood, the palette wood, I remember spending so long doing this and it just felt really good to build this bit. I don't know exactly why, but I think it was because I got good at chopping at this point. I got good at chopping the wood up. I don't know, every time I look at this bit, I make fun of my van now, but I am still very proud of how I built her without having built anything before. But this is my special corner because it has my kettlebell, which I've used about 3 times in 2 years. So it's actually been really impractical. So don't take weights around with you, I think is the piece of advice I'm going to give. And I got this little shelf that I randomly DIY'd. It's trash, but it's alright. I didn't show you the rest of my cupboards. Okay, ignore how grim the floor is, and if you look very closely, there's actually a piece of chandelier. These little bits always drop off, but it's fine. Alright, come down here. Alright, next up we have my health cupboard, which I don't really like. I keep all kinds of shit in here that I lose immediately. Moving on to these 3 sexy cupboards. And my fridge actually. My fridge is a household fridge. Do I regret having her? I don't know. I think this fridge was like £80. So during the time of the build, it was excellent because instead of the 12-volt fridges, which are quite often 500, 600, 800 pounds, and it's like, do I want to spend that much on a fridge? So I did go for a household fridge. The idea of taking this fridge out to put another one in made me want to shut down and cry, so I've never touched the fridge. I think the only thing I hate about this fridge is the lack of space. That just fell out, like, that's great. My fridge is full of crap, so yeah, that's what annoys me about this fridge, is there's not really enough space. I'm gonna shut that because I just don't like my fridge. I hope you like my magnet collection as well. The stickers have stayed on here since day one. That was my vibe. Like, this is my this is my vibe. But yeah, the stickers were very important to me at the time of the van build, and they still are now. Okay, so here's my shitty cupboard. This fell off about a year ago, and I just have never made the effort to replace it. It's actually really grimy. Look at that. But every time I drive, it's supposed to go like that, but it just does that. That's another comforting sound when I first drive. Between Katana and that, it's a real symphony in here. Real orchestra vibes going on. You are welcome. I just keep random crap in there, but I really don't like that. Next up, we got my cupboards. This one has my pans in it. The amount of times the pans have fallen out onto my foot is alarming. I just don't really want to talk about that right now. Many bad memories. Okay, next up, this cupboard. I don't know why I felt the need to slam that. Look at that. What even is that? You know, when you're a human on the planet, you end up with a junk drawer that's got cables from 2003. Something that doesn't work, that's electronic, and probably like an iPhone 3. Yeah, that happens in a van too, not just houses. It takes up so much space, even in a vehicle. Yeah, just living in a van doesn't really change that. I might light my candle actually. And then this drawer, you can't really see it. It's just full of random crap. Again, moral of the story, don't buy anything ever. Just don't buy anything. Alrighty, so here is a very special place for me. You guys know it. I have my coffee machine. I waited 2 years to get it because I never believed that my batteries would handle it, or more, the inverter would handle it. But I finally found one that was 1450 watts. And my inverter runs at 2000, so we're good. It means the world to me. I wish I was joking. And I hope you like my pumpkin mug. That plus that, heaven. Here I have my candles. Even though I live in a van, I still like to buy ridiculously expensive things, which is kind of funny because it's ironic, but also kind of sad. We're gonna light this. We're gonna light this. Alright, so yeah, my little corner. I just keep my things out. You guys know I've upgraded. I have I'm in a van stickers. They're personal at the moment, but I may or may not be working on something, so stay tuned. I also have some random drawings I've been doing, which kind of suck. Actually, I don't mind this one. It's actually of me because I am that vain. I have a hairdryer, finally. It's a tiny one, but it's, again, like I suddenly invested in all this stuff because I realized that I wanted to make my life better, and I don't know why, I didn't have any of this stuff. I was worried about power, but we're good. Alright, moving on to the back of the van. Over here on the wall, we've got a lot of inspirational quotes. So when I wake up in the morning and wanna die, I can look at the wall and be like, wow, life is really worth it, you know? I'm sorry for the darkness. I just couldn't resist. Here I have my beautiful record. I love that. There's a lot of nail polish marks everywhere along here after 2 years because like I wear a lot of red nail polish and it likes to fuck everything up that I touch. So that's really cute. Oh, my Max Air fan. You know what? This has not failed me. This has not failed me. 2 years. She's going strong. If you want a fan in your van, get a Max Air and get the deluxe or the highest one you can get. I think it's about 300 odd pounds. I splurged on that during the build. This was one thing I wanted to be easy, and she has not failed me. Also comes with a remote, and I like to be lazy, so I can just be like, hurrah. Alrighty, this is my bed. The only magic that happens here is its ability to turn my spine into a macaroni shape, or an S shape, depends on the position and the day. But because I'm 5'9", I have to sleep diagonally, and I've got used to it. So used to it actually that when I stayed in a hotel the other day, yeah, I actually woke up. It wasn't actually diagonal, it was more like lengthways across the bed. Like my muscle memory for sleeping is so strong to be diagonal that it has genuinely ruined my ability to sleep in a straight line. But yeah, so my bed mattress itself is actually very comfortable. It's like this thick, but it's more when you're at an angle on the road, it twists you in a weird way that being on a flatbed in a house won't do to you. So moral of the story, park on flat ground and make sure that your bed is indeed big enough to accommodate you. And I have my little corner. I still have my corner. Hold up, let me show you. This is my lovely, lovely corner. All my pillows are pink minus that one. And these are my animals. Sorry, that's a bit offensive. Okay, and then up here we have my friend, this guy, a hair curler, my ball. I don't know, I just like this corner. It's kind of cute. And I still have one record. The other one I took off ages ago because it was annoying, but Nancy Sinatra. But like everything has stayed intact. I mean, the fairy lights are a bit shitty, but we're gonna ignore those. My favorite thing, honestly, is how cozy my van is at night. I do love that. And I do try and keep things neat. So at night, especially with my new bedding and everything, it is really cozy, and I do love that a lot about my van. So yeah, I have these two windows at the back. They're fabulous. I really recommend having windows at the back because you can just look out with them in the morning, and I think it's a really nice thing to have, and Gigi loves looking out with them in the morning. It's her little routine that she likes. But I only have one window cover left, although I'm pretty impressed that these have lasted this long. And also, my windows have not leaked once. And I, if you don't know, installed them all myself completely. But yeah, I have actually lost the other one of these, and I'm scared that I did lose it on a breezy day once upon a time. I swung the doors open. It was a dark and stormy night. I swung the doors open. There were high winds. I tell you, high winds. Outside it was breezy, but I decided to brave it. That wasn't gonna stop me getting my doors open. I wanted to see the view. And the view was beautiful. But unfortunately, I made the ultimate sacrifice. My left or right window cover. Off she flew into the distance, never to be seen again. Now, it is Halloween, and that was probably the scariest story I've heard today, so you're welcome. Very traumatic, honestly. And then I have this fucking thing. I don't know why it's in here. Do I love it? Do I hate it? I'm not sure. You let me know. I do have a silk pillowcase as well. Like, I actually have a very bougie bed setup. Again, I like to splurge on items, even though I live in a van, in case that was not obvious. Alright, so it's no secret that I have a lot of clothes. So, I actually have a storage unit in Cannes, but I still have a lot of stuff in here. It all gets crumpled up. Even if I organize it, within a day it's like fucked up again, because not only that, but driving just like knocks any piles you've made over, and you try and get like things to divide it or organize your clothes, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. I've tried it all. My wardrobe has become significantly more luminous throughout my van life experience, although I am wearing completely black right now. And then the rest of my stuff is out the back. I'll show you that, but it is dark right now because I chose a brilliant time to do this, as per usual. Alright, so my door still works. She's still good. She's come in handy so many times, as you guys know. It is very, very, very useful, and I highly recommend it to anybody. It doesn't matter if you're traveling alone, doesn't matter if you're traveling with anybody. You need one of these baddies, because I'm not even kidding, this kind of thing can save your life. There have been times when if I went outside my van, I would have, I don't know, but I was in danger, and if I'd gone outside where the danger is, it's not a good idea. So this is something I was really keen on having. Let's go into the cab. I want to show you what the lights I have there. Alright, sorry about the lighting, but we're gonna have to deal with it. Here I keep a clothing collection of the clothes I don't want to get crumpled up and that won't fit on the hangers at the back. Then I keep water underneath there, like spare water. Oh, my squishy donut. My squishy donut. I wondered where that was. And of course I have Mr. Purge mask, Jerome. Also, one last thing is that when you're driving a Ford Transit, you are so much higher that you get an absolute awesome view of the road, and it is an extremely comfortable van to drive, much more so than my parents' van, which is a Peugeot Boxer. Alrighty. Oh, and in my door, coffee stains, which I clean religiously, hence the sponge in the door, and some water. Okay, now for a quick outside tour. She's still good. She's all right. She's a bit messy, but we're gonna roll with it. On the roof, I have 2 solar panels still. I really wish I had more solar panels, but ideally I'd have 4. And I honestly don't really know why I don't have 4. Also, Golden Rhino at the top is still slaying. She is slaying. It's my favorite thing. At the back we have my ladder. I have this guy as my friend. He's been staying with me for a long time and he looks like he's been really successful. Look how many flies. I'm so proud. Alright, next up, we have this baddie. Okay, welcome to Wonderland. So here's my wardrobe. You can actually pull it out. I have like a lot of shit in here right now, but this is an authentic van tour, okay? So that bag is really annoying me. That bag's really annoying me, but it's fine. This, my dad built for me as a way to stop me crying about my wardrobe situation. I actually have left a lot of my clothes in, oh, I love this. This is my grandma's. I left a lot of my clothes in Cannes, and it is now freezing here. So that wasn't a good idea because most of them are the warm clothes that I don't have. It's not the easiest because you have to kind of come out the van to get the stuff out the back, but it is better than having all these coats just like shriveling up somewhere and then you just like, okay, it doesn't go back in the easiest, but when you get it, it's fine. Underneath these bags, I have 4 lithium-ion batteries from Renogy. They're really great. They're 100 amp hours each, and they last for so long, which is awesome. But my split charge relay, you know, like when you're driving, alternator charges the batteries, but my one's broken. I think it broke a long time ago, which is probably my biggest problem. So that is one thing that has gone wrong in the 2 years. It was a cheap one. So maybe my advice would be get like the C-Tech, I think that's what it's called, C-Tech alternator. It's like a smart one. Okay, here we have my water storage. They're both 65 liters, so I have so much water than I used to. I only used to have 50 liters, but it's because I didn't used to fill these up at campsites. I used to fill them up on the street, so I needed ones that were light, and it was nice because I didn't have to rely on campsites, but it meant I ran out of water so quickly. So I did upgrade these this year, and these are so much better. I just have this baddie feeding in. All my water works and everything. Nothing's leaked. Nothing's gone wrong, which has been fantastic. Apart from my diesel heater. Sadly, RIP. It was the hardest thing to install as well, which is why I don't want to install another one. So yeah, this is the back of my van. It's my bed. My van looks so cute from outside. I love it. Obviously, I have my security cameras and my dent from the great tragedy of when I crashed into the bridge when I first got my van. They're still here. It was fixed by my dad and I. And luckily it's not rusting too much because I painted over it, but... Alright, that's my van tour. Oh, I forgot to mention a special shout out to this plant. It's survived 2 years of me neglecting it. You have impressed me. So yeah, that's my thing. That is all I have to say. That's my van. In all her glory and not so glory. She has lasted 2 years. Things aren't as sparkly as they used to be, but I've made her magical in so many more ways over the 2 years, so I thought I'd just show you guys because I think it's interesting, after 2 years, what a self-built van looks like when it's full-time van life. I hope you enjoyed this wonderful video, and